Everyone says love people for who they are. But is this enough? Because fundamentally, how do we love the different people in our lives? That's the question I want to investigate with you here. So I invite you to follow along with me and see what this inspires, creates inside of us towards the end. So here's the thing. I realized something a while ago and it helped me a lot, and I shared it with a few people as well, and I realized it helped them. It was like a little aha moment in their brains, and I want to share it with you too. So here's the thing. I realized that when we try to love other people in our lives, when we try to, whether it is friendship, whether it is romantic love, whether it is appreciation, any form of human connection, the deep human connection we form with someone, there is an element of empathy that sometimes goes in the way. Because there is a difference between empathy and compassion. And empathy is this like natural thing that makes us feel like we have to match someone, makes us feel we match someone, sometimes instinctively, we don't control it. And compassion is a more um, cognitive approach towards engaging with another person. And the people in our lives, we have reasons we love them, we have reasons we want to approach them, we have reasons we want to be with them, we appreciate them, we have reasons that they inspire us. All these things we find amazing in them. But as every person, there are things in them that we just, you know, don't agree with. Sometimes maybe even we can't stand. Like, it's human. Sometimes we can say, oh, it's their quirks, right? Everyone has their quirks. In a mild form, there are quirks. In other things, there may be things that, may not affect us, but somehow we feel we disagree internally with. And I don't mean here like about human based morals, I mean about like simpler life choices, okay? So here's the thing. The thing is that the thing is to realize that we can love people, but not as them. Often we have this tendency when our empathy gets activated, that's when our empathy doesn't serve us actually. And we feel that to love someone, to have this connection with them, or to just appreciate them, we have to be as them. It's human instinct. And when other people show up their quirks, their negative sides, all the things essentially that make us human, our mind goes sometimes very defensive, and it's like, whoa, wait here. How can I feel empathy with that? So we go in this kind of like binary logic. Okay, like I cannot love them at all, right? Because to love them, to appreciate them, to feel connected with them, uh, I have this tendency to feel like I need to be like them, or I need them to be like me. However we frame it, it's the same. Sometimes we have this, not with every people, with some people, okay? And not everyone has that. Do you feel that sometimes? I'm curious, right? Do you feel that? Please let me know that, like, if there's something you notice in your life, just say, like, yeah, I've experienced this, or like, yes, put a comment below. Like, I care to know, okay, how it is for you, how the difficulty in appreciation and connection with other people actually may even show up for you. Maybe there are other ways it shows up for you. That's just one of them, okay? So, and then it's like the realization is that we can love other people for who they are, but not as them. We don't have to be like them to love them, to appreciate them, to be connected with them. So love them, not as them. That's what this phrase means. And once we realize that, it's kind of like it's like our mind inside our heads can turn 180 degrees, or like 180 and then 90, in different directions. Like, yeah, right? We realize things differently. But then comes a second problem. The second problem that comes, if you've over realized the first thing already, perhaps you've encountered the second problem and this, prevented you from adopting this viewpoint. Okay, the second problem is then, from which viewpoint can we love other people but not as them? That's the thing, right? Because we feel this conflict sometimes, that this is not so easy to do. Like, if I want to feel connected with someone and I don't want to feel as them, if I want to feel connected, from which viewpoint can I feel connected with them? That's a fundamental question. And sometimes, instead of answering that and diving deeper into that, we go into an angle of, oh, okay, yeah, not good. And we push them away completely. And I don't say like that we should keep everyone very close to us. Of course, we make our choices according to our different criteria. However, how do we decide what type of connection we want to have with people, right? That's what this is all about. So the second thing is like, what is our base? What is the base of our viewpoint? If when we want to feel this connection, we don't get this like instant empathy that we want to relate like as identity with someone. Well, the base is ourselves. And that's not always so easy to realize, accept, make the work around it that will make that happen. And that's the truth, right? But just realizing that, this moment, accepting that, this moment, is actually the first step towards relating also differently with other people around us. That it is essentially our own work we have to do to find how we can relate with other people and how we accept them without feeling the need to, oh yes, I feel connected with you, we are one. There's something very romantic in that, by the way, and in this idea of being one, I realize this now, it just came to me. It wasn't in the planned thoughts I had for this video. I mean, it's all impromptu, nothing is scripted, but so this just came to me. And there is this romantic idea of being one, right? And we meet it like a lot in movies. It has been culturally conditioned inside us. It's like this also cartoon about like finding the piece that misses, and also this old myth about people, right? When humans were created from the remains of the Titans, when gods, ancient Greek gods destroyed the Titans, from the pieces of the Titans, humans were created. And initially, humans were connected, and they had 4 hands and 4 legs and 2 heads. And I don't know, they were like little wheels and they were spinning. I don't remember. And you know that we have to be one, right? And sometimes we confuse one with the same. But being one with someone and being the same with someone is not the same. Language paradoxes. And together with that, we don't need to be one with everyone to appreciate them. So I think this tendency for oneness we sometimes have, that pushes us outside of the grounding of our own selves, and I'm very much talking about myself too here, believe it or not, is actually not helping us, neither us or how we relate to others. So, yeah, that's what the essence of love them, not as them is. And I'm curious for you, as you realize this moment, with everything we've said, what things may just like, start like clicking in your mind? What little switches may be popping up and down as you make different realizations now or later? Because fundamentally, this is not some abstract theory. It is about you, about me, about us, about our lives, about how we all come together, how we all, create common experiences and be with each other, right? So, if this means something in you, whether you know it now or not, and it will come later, you will find out when. It's absolutely fine. because sometimes things take time. So let me know if this just even motivated something inside you by just, follow me along, like subscribe. Like, I want to share more of these things. If this video meant for you, something motivated something inside you, moved something inside you, I care to know. In any way that's best for you, to let me know, to interact with me, to support me, I care to know. That's it for this one, and find awesome creative ways to apply this in your life. Thank you.